Instead of 3-7, and the man I tell them, say, yo, make sure you tell them to sell the Pogba. I say, call in.
Gosh, thanks for calling. Thanks for joining Dust Bowl Ball Game. Welcome. Sorry. Again, my name is Simba. One of the very few soccer fan interactive show on YouTube right now. Click the link in the video description, join the call, and let's hear what you have to say. Now today, my co-host will be Darren, big bad Manu fan, North Street man. They've not gonna say the name of the school. You see me? And I guess I can say technically, you know, say you're a Georgian still, cause the man used to come a Georgia 6 and now the man live a Georgia. So really, the man is a Georgian by heart. You get me? Well, anyways, welcome to everyone. Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with your friends, and most importantly, hit the notification bell so whenever we're going live, you will know you'll be notified. I'm not sure why the camera look like it just up on me, so. But yeah, how you doing, Darren?
I'm good. I'm here. You forgive us, France. You see me from them a 1 star, so you know real. I wore my shirt today before I even saw the topic was international ball game, so ready for the talk then. So
okay, all right. So today, well, we know there's not really a lot going on in football right now. No games being played, at least none in Europe. A few topical issues surrounding Mason Greenwood. Personally, I'm not buying into it. Nah, I fall for the clickbait. So I wanted to talk about the top 6 in the Premier League today. With you, I wanted to get your viewpoint on certain teams, where you think they're going to finish. Where you think they're going to finish. And I guess you can do it based on the overall team, the form that they're in right now, the coach, like what you anticipate the top 4 to look like, or what you anticipate the top 4 looking like. So let's start. So of course we're talking about the top 6: the Man City, the Liverpool, Man U, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham. I hate that. You miss nobody? I hate that, right?
Chelsea.
And Chelsea. Give me your breakdown. Who you think how you think the top 6 are gonna line up? if all of we even make top 6.
Well, firstly, the top you call what is quote unquote the big 6. Right now, the top 6 reading from 6th to 1st is our Villa, Chelsea, Southampton, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Leicester. So of the teams you just called, well, I think only 3 of them are actually in the top 6 right now after 8 games. So it's to be honest, this is a very wide open season. The football is going like crazy. I don't think anybody can safely say they can predict any results and have any form of confidence. So it's kind of tough to call, but just for me, it's shaping up like it looks like Leicester is serious, and you have to give them a call because they've done it last year and this year, with them start out hot. So we'll see how that goes. In terms of this is something that I think has been an impact on the top 6 race. The amount of football that's been played. So I know the international aspect of it is something that's up for discussion, but I do think that these international breaks do more harm than good, for one, and then also the fact that teams are now playing the quote unquote top 6 teams that we called earlier are playing 2 games weekly. So if you think about it, their season is going to be stretched out, and I think that's going to be the difference maker. In terms of the top 6, can I call it? I don't think I can. But I don't know if I can, Corey. But Give me your take, and then I'll look at it to see if I can really muster up this to give a prediction on
Oh,
the top six after the 8 games I've seen so far.
okay. I see the boy Beecher. Big up yourself, Beecher. Say Beecher join the street. Big up yourself, Beach. Yo, man, I lie still. You see, you have certain man before we get into the whole top six. Man, I have to kind of put my respect out to Wally man, because you have a Wally man that support Liverpool even when them they dead, you know, man. When me in my teens, you know, man, Liverpool they dead, you know, man. Yeah, even when I was early 20s. And Beach, I one of the few Liverpool fan them, I know, and him a hold on them. He's been holding down the fort. So big up yourself, Beach. Beach, if you want to join the live, just hit the link in the description box. You see me? Big up to the man them. I don't know who named Tango still, but big up yourself, Tango. You look like he's a Liverpool man too. No respect, but only for respect. You see me? You know what I mean? Anyways, for me personally, how me see the season? No, I'm not gonna lie to you. Before the season started, I predicted City. I thought City was really going to prove a point to Liverpool that they are the best team in England. See? Because um, even though Liverpool won the league last year, I think City has a better squad. I don't know why I'm going with City. I don't know why them look so. But before the league started, I predicted City, Liverpool, Man U, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham. No, of course, the way the season has started, it's like the way I'm predict it is like you just flip it, you know. But now with how the season is going, I don't see City getting any better. I don't know if it's a case where teams have kind of found out how Pep plays. If it's a case where the players are no longer hungry because they've won everything outside of the Champions League. I don't know if I don't know. So but no, my prediction is oh god,
Is it
but we can't say like honestly can't say Mourinho win the league this year. You know, I think Mourinho's mentality, and as much as I don't want to admit it because I honestly never think so Mourinho, I think him football dead. I mean, I like him way the way he manage, but you can see that him asshole kind of mentality, like win by all means, has kind of seeped through to the players, and you know them don't really care. They don't really care about being nice guys anymore and always playing attractive football. It's about winning. So I can see Mourinho winning the league, but I'm not going to predict that. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, honestly, even though it hurt me for saying it because I really, really don't like Mourinho. So my prediction is, I think Chelsea is going to win the league. Unfortunately, I think Chelsea are going to win it. Chelsea look really that them a click. Them defense still look suspect, but my prediction, Chelsea, I'm not gonna drag it out too much. Chelsea, Liverpool, City, Manchester United are gonna probably scrape fourth. Um no. Sorry. Chelsea, Liverpool City, Tottenham, Manchester United are gonna scrape fifth. If we keep Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm not getting at the Ole in our talk, please. But just I give my opinion. Manu script fifth. Tottenham, Arsenal sixth. Yeah, I don't think Leicester gonna maintain it. Just them are gonna get cold feet again as they did last year. That's my prediction. That's very hard for me to say, but yeah, I'm gonna stick to it. So it's up on video. So only for people, the live active man. Is him the live active big up.
So while they check that, I guess I listen, and for the most part I agree, and I get the bias of putting us in top four. Like it's this fairy tale. Are we going to be able to do it? I don't know. So personally, I will think that it's going to be between Jose and Klopp. Jose has a point to prove. And as much as we may not want to admit it, Spurs do have the squad to do it. If he can really get the best out of those players, Son and Kane, which he has so far, I don't. It's gonna be really tough to beat them. And if I want to, about Jose Mourinho, he's a scrapper and he can get results when he has to. And if you make him catch it up at the table, there, well, then now go catch him.
Facts.
So I think that it will come down to them and Liverpool.
I don't
City
think
will.
Liverpool though. I'm gonna take Liverpool.
So why I say Liverpool? Because I personally thought they would have faltered. They have so many injuries right now, and maybe it will catch up to them. But so far, Klopp has done a superb job of navigating it. He's been able to rotate him squad. Jota hit the ground running, and he's become an integral part. So they may have to be in a lot of shootouts this season, but you will back Liverpool in a shootout 9 out of 10 times.
You see, especially now that Trent injured. You see, for me with Liverpool, honestly, I'm being honest, and I've been saying this about Liverpool for the past 2 seasons, and it finally appears to be coming, manifesting itself. I think they've been extremely lucky with regard to injuries. No, people can say, yeah, they've just recruited well and they recruited players who are not injury prone, but I don't think you can really.
But if they're doing well enough through January, they can always bring in reinforcements because I see
Of
that
course,
they're linked to Alba. So again, if Trent injured and Alba come in, that's a player that can play anywhere across them back four and
true,
out in the midfield.
true, but I
Isn't
don't
me?
think Alaba would bring what Van Dijk brings to them,
He,
and
he, he doesn't have to, and again, that's where the shootout aspect come in. Because like watching Liverpool, that they have the ability to always produce a result. You see me? I said that is something that since the season where Pep they beat them by 1 point, they've always been able to produce the results except for the end of last season where they fell off a bit. But even this season where people are saying, "Yo, Liverpool look shaky," them still happen to be up in the mix now.
yeah,
So
but
so
it don't
again,
look like that Liverpool though,
it,
even the other day they beat Sheffield or Sheffield. I think it was Sheffield, if my memory serves me correctly. They played.
when they play weekend.
No man, not weekend. The weekend before. Yeah, Sheffield, and then beat them 2-1, and then again, there's of course,
So, so I
this
think what may I try to say is at the end of the day, it's a results business.
of
And
course.
if Liverpool can get the results, despite the fact that it may not look as it did last season, them are gonna still be up there. So I just let me just finish my six. I think them and Tottenham are gonna compete. Um, I want to say we're gonna come third quarter, but me can't say just given how the table is shaping up. I hope that does change, but me have to say Chelsea will probably dip in a third. And it may be even a three-horse race. As in Chelsea may even compete for that title. And I think this season will be a season where someone else breaks into the top four. I think maybe a Leicester. I mean, if we look at the table now, make us say Southampton and Villa because they do look unstoppable, but we know that can go. So I'm gonna put Leicester fourth. No, I'm gonna put City fourth. Because again, regardless of anything, Pep is also good at getting results. So I think City will go on a run and drive their way into the top four. And then fifth, Manu and six Gunners. Well, actually, not. I'm not even gonna put Gunners in the top six.
The thing,
I'm actually gonna put Villa or Southampton in six.
yeah, this man, I'm not done alive right now, brother. Aston Villa, no, neither Aston Villa nor Southampton make six, brother. Let me tell you, for Southampton, them they in a nice little farm right now. It's gonna take one good beating, and then them. We can't see it. I see it already. It's gonna take one team hold them, and just say, "Hey boy, we're not Southampton. Humble yourself." And then you just like last. So you've seen this. Me not worry about Southampton. Aston Villa the same. I think Aston Villa push.
Remember when you tell me about Jose Mourinho start that season, I'm gonna say, yo, Corey, listen, do not underestimate this man.
Yes.
And now look at him.
No, but we're talking about
Just keep that in, man.
Right
Yeah,
on,
man, I
with
understand
Mourinho.
that. But again, for one, I didn't want to put Arsenal six, and two, I think this season one of them club that I got scraping. Because someone is going to pick up the mantle that Sheffield had last season, where them are going just up in the mixer and nine. And so I think it's going to be Villa or Southampton this season. More likely Southampton than Villa because I can see Villa farm the pin, but bro, them beat the champion 7-2.
Yeah, but them gonna push way above them right now, brother. We know
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know, them
yeah,
up on them confidence up.
but you have to remember that if they stay fit and Jack Grealish continues to do as he's doing, Ross Barkley look decent, and if them can get the best out of Ali Watkins, bro, I think them can put in a decent run for at least in the mix. And so I'm just calling it how I see it, and when we watch it the past 8 weeks.
Yeah, that's just your prediction. Hold on, I have Gary join the line. Big up yourself, Gary. What you have to say about the top six? You have anything to say about that?
What's up, man?
Manners and respect with them, man.
About the table.
Yeah, about the table. What you feel? What you think the top six are gonna line up? What you think? What you think, man? You gonna finish?
Top six. Manu.
Whole,
Think
the whole
make your man finish about third or fourth.
You better have whole of a fate now.
Make your city. Me have City number one.
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool 2. Man 3. Leicester 4.
Money
Tottenham
Gradney.
5.
Hold on there, brother. Hold on there. Money Gradney. I see a comment. Big up yourself. I appreciate the support. I don't know who you are. But if you can join the live, man, would appreciate it. We've never had a female on the show before, and I'm assuming it's a female. When I know I'm the man named Money. So I'm assuming it's a female. If you're gonna join the live, man, it'll make history. Then your name will go down in the history books as the first female football fan for calling into the show. So if you can, join the live. I'd appreciate it. Anyway, sorry Gary, continue. Yeah. Gary, continue, man. May I hear you now? Oh, Gary,
Yeah, man. Somebody else say, my list, City, Liverpool, Man U, Chelsea, Tottenham, Leicester.
Tottenham, fifth? You say Tottenham fifth?
Yeah, man.
You plan for go England and shoot Harry Kane?
They collapse already. Mourinho still start throw some players under the bus, man. 2 bad results, and then turn them same and start throw some under the bus, man. Typical Mourinho.
No, but historic got it. Mourinho did it in the first season. He got Mourinho didn't have no reason for throwing.
That's true. That's true. That's true. But he might get worse and worse now. So
Well, again,
they still have him in that top 4.
Let me talk about Mourinho for a second, right? Like people, I think people fail to understand who this guy is. Whether you want to admit it or not, he's still one of the top managers in football. And if for one squad Tottenham stay fit, right? Tottenham has a deep squad.
Yeah.
They have a killer named Son. And if Kane hit farm, Kane will always be amongst the golden boot discussion.
But as I make Gary know, the man them in alive in a chat, I say, yo, you're high grade, you smoke too much high grade, brother. The man them say your weed too strong,
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, continue.
No, technically, if man can put it together, man have a very good team, can play, They have a very, very good team can play. And so mistake them in top 4.
Okay.
I understand. And let's see what money play out. And as I didn't get his name, but I was saying Mourinho is still a top coach. I don't see Mourinho as a top coach anymore. Mourinho brand of football is outdated. Everybody find out this defensive hope to counter and break. You know how those players to help him out anymore, like the Drogba, the good defenders like John Terry and all those defenders anymore.
I've seen Tottenham score several goals on the break where the ball play out the defense, Kane turns and plays the ball into the channel, Son run onto it and score.
That's true, but
hold on there. Listen
but how long that gonna continue? Is that you think that could lead him to the Premier League? No.
Yeah.
That type of football gonna lead him to win the Premier League.
Hold on there. Before I continue, I forgot, I have to say this.
Mm.
I look on Tottenham's next run of games. Between now and December 19th, Darren, I guess that's when we're going to find out the real Tottenham. See? Listen to them
Mm.
next set of games.
Mm.
City at home. See? I'm not talk about Europe, I'm talk about Premier League. City at home. Chelsea away. Arsenal at home. Crystal Palace away. Liverpool away. Leicester at home. So, that is between when we go back come back from the international break and December 19th. Now we are looking at one, two, three, four, five big matches, 15 points within over the next month. If Tottenham if Tottenham can get
10. 10 points. If they get 10 points out of
10,
that
10
run,
to,
they're
10
still
to
in the top
12
4.
points out of
Yeah.
possible 15, then we can really be like, yo, Marina can do this.
So let me ask you this, right? I never get the dog name, but what have you,
Gary.
Gary?
Mm.
What have you seen from Tottenham this season? Just solely based on, because my point is being based solely based off what I've seen this season. What have you seen from Tottenham this season that makes you think that they're not the real deal?
I can't answer for Gary.
First of all,
the same thing.
me can answer. First of all, this season is still young. What, 7 games gone in this season? So it's still a long way to go. And I said they can compete for the top 4, you know. But what I'm saying, in the whatsoever 38 games or whatsoever, Murray and brother football not gonna give him the title. If you notice, even the who said they play and finish 3-3, when I came back on them. What's the like a week ago?
Points versus Newcastle, and that was I think 1-1, and I think the 3-3 was West Ham.
A 3-3 draw. The 3-3 draw.
Yeah, it was West Ham.
And that's again, yeah, you're right. And that's again, it go down to his negative football. Sit back, hope to kill off the game. He do not have a top class defender like a John Terry them anymore to see out a game. He don't have those defenders anymore to help him out. So when he started sucker pressure, eventually they're gonna crack.
Beecher, as a Liverpool fan, we have a Liverpool fan right now. Really, a man who
Liverpool.
Man, I know about Champions League, everything, what works.
You know, see, man, I go put on a Liverpool shirt to call him.
All right.
Corona Tiger.
Yeah, let's start that, brother. See the man I show you? Alright, see the man I show you back at degrees from wall and so.
Corona Tiger.
Anyway,
Corona title. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that tonight.
What you have to say about the top 6? What you have to say about the top 6, feature?
A Jim Milgo.
Huh?
Alright, take it back now. That's enough for do. Take it back.
No, but man, what you have to say about the top 6, you know?
Alright, so my view on the top 6. My bad. So my views on the top 6.
Yeah. It's all like there's a delay going on.
Yeah, so top 6, pretty much what Darren said earlier. It too early for kind of call it who going to take home the title. It's going to come down to the team that can consistently play quality football, have a good squad depth, and very disciplined. Injuries going to be a huge factor as well. Not having the funds is also going to be a huge factor because going to a Trafford or going to a Stamford Bridge isn't the same anymore because you don't have the funds there to be that 12th man. So that's where you find a lot of big top 6 teams struggle this season because they don't have that 12th man to help push them over the line. So it's kind of hard. So for my top 6, not being biased, I think my team will pull it out. It's going to be tough. Followed by Leicester City. Leicester City going to definitely show Bernard Rodgers show season over season that he has the qualities, he has the players. Spurs going to be up there as well for 3rd. And 4 is going to be open for me. I really don't know who's going to come 4th, but that's my top 4. And then 5th and 6th, I think Villa can hold on for 5th to kind of get a Europa position. And then I think Man United might fight because they have the squad for come up and might finish 6th, keep that Europa and keep Ole in. So our rival fans can still.
So you put Villa over Manu.
I do put Villa over Man U because you have to factor in the fact that Villa don't have any
Yo, my
European
God.
games.
After me there, I give him look of credit and I tell him say them not gonna
No,
do well.
I'm
The
just
man
looking at
really,
the fact from a game management standpoint. Man United gonna have more games every week. Villa have one game every week, and them have some decent
Yeah,
ballers.
but you have to remember, Villa
Yeah.
they two injury away from collapse.
Yo, Villa, Villa,
Grealish out, that's it for Villa.
Villa going to remind,
Well,
Villa
you
going to
can't
become,
you can't
That's
go
it.
like,
based on
Barkley
assumption.
out, that's it.
well,
You, have
remember
you
the
can't go
same,
based on assumption. You have to state the facts. So right now they don't have anybody out. So stating the facts, Villa have a full squad that can play, that can beat top sides. You can see them beat us 7-2, right? And it was attack after attack after attack. We never have no response
but
for
then
them.
Leeds
So
beat them up.
yeah, but Leeds is also a good attacking team. Remember,
Yeah.
so Leeds almost beat us. A 4-3 that game that it end. Everybody says, "Oh, Liverpool shaky," but Leeds is a top team.
I wouldn't say Leeds is
You
a
know what I mean?
top team. No, I
Yeah.
don't agree with that. I think them play open football.
yeah, but
I
in
wouldn't say
terms,
them
right,
do, but
I think what he means by top team is stature. Like Leeds is still a top English team
Yes,
in
that's
terms of stature.
from a
top,
historical
I
standpoint, Leeds
disagree
is
with
Yeah.
that
top
team where
club, but
you look on and say,
Aston
"Yo,
Villa also. But all right, let me get what I said. All right, so what you think about? What would you guys say about like someone like myself who thinks Aston Villa right now is just having that Sheffield United last year that symptom. Sheffield was playing really well last year. Looked like them gonna go Europe, and at the back end of the season, them battle it.
well,
And
you have to remember."
Southampton.
So where did Aston Villa finish last season? 17th, right, or 16th?
17.
Barely make it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
17.
they're
So
1 point above the drop.
1 point, go down to the last game, right?
And technically, they should have gotten relegated.
Yeah, because there was a bad call or something like that, I remember. But in the off season, Aston Villa made a lot of transfers. So they got Martinez from Arsenal, right? Top goalkeeper, that right. Him can start at pretty much any top club if he wanted to, right? And then if you look at Watkins that they got from, what team was Watkins from in Championship? I forgot the name. 1 second. Oli Watkins, and then you have Trezeguet. Them have some key players that they made changes for in the offseason who young and hungry. You have Tyrone Mings. Liverpool was linked to him as a centre back replacement for Lovren, right? But we never go for him. You have John McGinn, him start for Scotland. So them have a wide variety of players who start for their countries and who can play above average football. And for a team that playing one game per week, you can't really beat that. You know what I mean? Then pick up Ross Barkley from Chelsea. So them have a decent squad where you can put out a decent set of players with decent tactics and attack. So I definitely
understand
not
I just
going.
don't think them good enough for finish above Man U. But we'll see. We'll see.
But where's Man U now in the standings, bro? Not being disrespectful or anything.
We're what,
But
12? But we have a game in
no,
hand.
Man U is in 14th right now,
We're
a game in
14th.
hand.
14.
But we have a
Yeah,
game.
with a
if
game
we-
in
if we-
hand.
If we win that game in hand, we will go up to like 7th or something like that. So,
Yeah,
it's very tight.
the team
Very
was
tight right
close, but I do agree with Beecher because if you think about it, dog, him didn't even mention the X factor of Jack Grealish. I've
Yeah.
seen Jack Grealish gone up against all of the top teams in England, well, most of the top teams so far, and put in stellar performances. Yo, I watched the goal, the first goal it was between where Barkley and him go down the left wing, and the man them just have the ball and do what they want to do. Arsenal defender never know what to do. That was such a beautiful, well-worked goal, dog. And if them continue that, dog, I think that you have to give them a shot. And the difference between them this season and last season was they started off slow last season and ended strong. So if they can start off strong and maintain a level of consistency through the season, you have to put them in the mix.
Yeah, and then they're scoring goals. They scored 18 goals so far this season, and only 9 goals scored against them. So defensively, they're sound, and they must score a goal, right? Versus if you look at Man United, you only score 12, but you allow 14 in. You get me? So defensively is a problem. So it's going to come down to that team that can, as I said, be consistent performing weekly. So attacking well, defending well, have that balance of depth. So when you have squad rotation, you can pull upon a academy man or whatever. And then discipline, week in, week out, you can lose any game because there's no fans. It's like a training, like a pickup game. So That's what it's gonna come down to. But definitely enjoying the season so far. I know a lot of people never predict the season for good the way it's going right now, but it definitely changed the narrative, right?
Okay.
So those top six teams can say, oh well, yeah, we're gonna be in top six. Nah, you're not gonna be in top 6. You know, look at Everton. Everton start out good, but look what them they know, 7.
I
So
think that's
you
going to
have to
happen
be on your
Aston
A
Villa
game.
too.
They're playing A game every day, brother. Every day.
And the same thing will happen to Everton. I think that's what's going to happen to. But I don't want to dwell upon that topic here because it's our
Yeah,
speculation and our prediction.
yeah,
We
yeah,
just have
yeah.
to go wait until time go
Mm-hmm.
by if we see what happens. So, with regard to the topic of the video, this was actually supposed to be the topic we started with, but somehow I drift off. What do you guys think about the international break? No. Do you think it's meaningless? Is it dead? Is it because honestly, I think if I can speak for a majority of the football fan community, you feel like there's no football going on. You know, unless like a France and a Germany are playing, or we know England and Belgium are play. It's like no one's really interested. You know what do you guys think? Do you think? And then when you're factoring in the liability or the possibility that one of your main players might get injured, it's scary. What do you guys think about the international break?
Well, firstly, you forgot to mention COVID. Because the last
Yeah.
international break, a lot of players leave
Yeah,
and come
Mm-hmm.
back with COVID. That's why Cristiano ended up missing the Barcelona game.
true.
So obviously there is an impact there. Um, and from the jump, I think international breaks are really badly timed. I think that they come where the teams are picking up momentum and then is an automatic momentum killer. And so I understand from a financial standpoint, I'm sure FIFA have their rules and regulations, but I think given a COVID hit season, they could have just possibly did the internationals like in a when the season finish, just do like an international month, make you play all the international games, and then when the season starts, you just play football straight through. Because I think it does heighten the chance of injuries. COVID is present, so they might travel all over the place. So there's a chance they might get
Right.
COVID. This is the only international game I probably say when I look forward to, probably the Reggae Boys game. And not just from a fan perspective.
Okay. I think it kind of dead. And then even when you look at the level of competition, even when the players are playing, for some reason it doesn't appear to me that they might give them all. Like it just seem like them just like them international them summer friendly game there where them just show up and them just put in just enough to look like them a try. But I don't think like when we watch England play Belgium and was it Denmark the last international break. England just look you don't see the players play with that same intensity as if they were playing for a Chelsea or a Man U or an Arsenal. You have anything to say about it,
Yeah.
Nietzsche?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think.
I think.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead,
Go
man.
ahead.
All right, cool. Yeah, so as Darren said, COVID is here. I think them should have canceled international altogether. Just like Tokyo Olympics, them cancel it, right? So the focus for the FA, Bundesliga, La Liga, Serie A, League One, they should have just focused on catching up the season during that international break. So UEFA should have got to FIFA and say, yo, we're not doing an international break because you run the risk of players being quarantined and clubs suffer. Liverpool suffered the last international break. We had Shaqiri out, we have Naby Keita out, we had Sadio Mane out. So key players can easily get contracted by COVID, and then you're kind of screwed. From a level of competition, I think as a former athlete, is always some pride of representing your country. So I think the players want to go represent them country, but they want to make sure that they're safe. So from a quarantine standpoint, if we're gonna do the games, we gotta ensure that when you go on international break, there's some type of bubble like the NBA, right? Where the players make sure that them being safe, them the regular testing, social distancing while playing. But as far as us all together, I think I'm a Spain fan naturally, but over the years since me being following Liverpool the way I have been following over the years, I'm tending to go to more towards English being a fan base due to all the players that I support. But when those players play for England, is a different vibe when they play for the club. You can see that them leaving it on the field, especially Sterling. Like when he might play for England is a different Sterling than when he might play for City. He finish more and him look more hungry. Same thing with if you look at Martial or Pogba when they might play for France is a different type of player. So that's just my take on it. I'm sure that just cancel it.
Darren.
Yeah, with me, I think it's good and it's bad. You can say just can't see, but you got to also understand that the countries they also need the fund, just like the clubs. So they need football in the stadium for TV rights and everything same way. So you can't cancel them, then the country gonna be in problem when it comes to money. And then the next thing is like some footballer who is at their club and not getting a game is a good break for them to go play for the country and to show the coaches what they can do and play some football. A lot of them sitting on the bench not getting any game time, so they need some form of football to stay active in the game. That's my take on it.
Yeah, the only positive for me is that Cavani will get some game time because he need
Worldwide.
it. You know. One last issue. I wanted to bring up one point, Zane, before end the stream because I'm not stay too long today. Um, all right. So it's been an ongoing issue over the past, gosh, how much years now about Manchester United not having a director of football. Zane. No, personally,
Woodward.
I'm of the belief, of course, or I think the board is very inept. Um, I don't necessarily think a club needs a director of football. Personally, I think if Ed Woodward was a football man, if you had someone who knew football and still could work the finances, I think it would work because I see a lot of teams out there that who have directors of football and like Arsenal have a director of football, and when you look at the group of players that Arsenal have, like really, how many of those players would a top six, any other top six club go for besides a party, maybe Aubameyang and the new youth Gabriel. What do you guys have to say about that?
All right, so I think that structure is the key word, and that's what Manchester United lacks. Because as a club, it doesn't make sense where we have a money man that's in charge of football and affairs, right? So where the structure comes in is where you have footballing people making football decisions at that level. Because there's no reason why a club of Manchester United shouldn't have a solid recruitment structure in place. You see me I say? Um, until recently, our recruitment sucked. We were just buying players based off their brand, the Di Marias, the Falcos, past prime Ibra, even though he did well, but those were all more commercial signings than signings that were put in place for the long term success of the team. So I think that's what a director of football brings. Because take Liverpool, for example, I don't know their structure. I don't know if they have a director of football.
Yeah,
But
Michael
you can,
Edwards.
but you can tell that whatever they're doing is planned. Mane was brought in strategically because Klopp was coming in. As I said, they made the signings in preparation for what they wanted to do. As I said, Van Dijk was brought in specifically to do what he's doing now. As I say, and that goes back to recruitment. Recruitment plays such a heavy part in football these days, where it's kind of understated, but recruitment is probably the biggest aspect because it impacts what happens on the pitch so heavily. So a director of football would I would hope be able to solidify that for Manchester United because we're gonna be able to start plan out the future. We're gonna make the right signings that are not only going to just come and sell a few jerseys, but signings that are going to bring us back to where we need to be. So I think that the structure is important, and I think a director of football would bring that type of structure that we desire.
Yeah, to piggyback off that, Darren, I think the Glazers and the owner, them need for us build. Like, just move away from it and just look good in the press box and clap and all that good stuff. And make the man them who know about football run football. As you said the right thing. The structure is there. When Liverpool was bought by FSG, right? Back in 2011, and we're bringing Jurgen. And we make strategic plans, right? So the team that Klopp inherited, if you look upon it, versus what we have now, is not like yesterday we say, we're going to buy 11 man and throw up on the field. Like, Klopp look and him say, yo, man, Coutinho, but you know what? Coutinho not going to fit it. Can I get Sadio? We sell Coutinho to Barcelona for a good price. Get Sadio and we'll start build the team around that, around the concept, around the principles of Liverpool football, not while upholding what FSG want. FSG say, yo, we can't spend 400 million and don't sell 400 million. That net spend need to be balanced, right? So from that model, similar to what they do with the Red Sox, that is what the model of Liverpool Football Club is. Our director of football is actually a former player. So when him a buy baller, him now just look on, oh yeah, him can step over and him can shoot from 20 yards. Now, him a look on him analytics, like how many times him injured, how many distance him travel throughout the pitch, what kind of player he is, how is he off the pitch, stuff like that. So you have to look at all of that and figure out what your model is from a director of football standpoint. Ed Woodward, even really know what going on with Man United. And as much as it really give me joy to see you guys struggling, like you guys have the players, y'all have a decent coach. If you get that system built and have somebody who can recruit and develop players throughout that, then y'all will be fine. But you're struggling because from top down, there's no support system. So yeah, that's my take on the football.
Okay.
Yeah, man. The two gentlemen is perfect, right, man. A director of football is very, very important with incoming and outgoing. And for the future of the club, money that's spent, wages for bills. So it's very, and that's why money is struggling like this because they don't have one. Aside that team that have director of football, they do much better on the pitch and off the pitch more than money right now. That's why we're struggling so bad. So the two gentlemen, they're perfect, right? What they say. It's very, very important. That's what I said.
All right. Okay. Well, people them here what I have to say. Them hear what me have to say. In all honesty, I do think we need a director of football. And we really just play devil's advocate just now, because I wanted to hear your guys' side of the thing. I don't think no football fan out there with sense when I say we don't need a director of football. We do, but
Right.
I was really trying to come from the other side, you know. Now again, thanks again for tuning in, everybody. Manners and respect to all of the man them. Zane, former track star, Beecher.
You don't know. You
Big
don't know.
goalkeeper, Gary. And
Man.
Darren, he used to play rugby though.
But they play ball fine. I'm coming from the play ball.
Yeah, but what we talking about when they there, yeah. Did he play? How did he play?
Yeah, but they play rugby. They play George's a strength, man.
All right.
Go
See,
play
the
rugby,
one.
man.
man put on the blue jersey and say, yes, finally. See? Anyways, manners and respect. Thanks again for tuning in. Just a reminder
Peace.
to everyone.
All right, man.
Yeah, man.
Subscribe.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Manners. Just a reminder to everyone as I will be going live every day. Monday to Friday, I'll be going live anywhere between 7 and 7:30. And on the weekends, I'll be going live after the last game is played in the Premier League. So just don't forget to subscribe. You want to say something?
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea if I have like a pre-match conference, like a prediction thing. That would be a good little thing
Yes,
for the year.
I mean, I work on that, man. You see me? Yeah, man, I definitely I work on that. Yeah,
All right, cool beans.
Yeah, man, manners and respect.
All right, bless up.
Yeah, man, manners. All right. And again, just don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Hit the like button, share the video, and hit the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I'm going live. Thanks again for tuning in to the Dust Bowl ball game. My name is Simba. Anytime you want to join the chat, just hit the link in the description box and it will take you right in. Thanks again for the support. I really, 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 really appreciate it. Manners and respect. Peace and love.